Hi, John Maxwell here. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. And I want to talk to you about relationships, but it's such an important subject that it needs more than a minute. So what I would like to do is I would like to take really 10 lessons. So this is going to be a series. It's going to be for really the next 10 days. And I just want you to hang with me because I want to talk to you about some things I know about relationships that I think are going to be extremely helpful to you. And in this lesson, I just want to share with you that the best advice that I ever received from anyone was from my father. I love asking the question when I'm having a dinner with you, asking you what's the best advice you ever received and who gave it to you and why was it the best advice? Well, my father, when I graduated from college, he knew I was going to go into the pastoral ministry. And I asked him, I said, Dad, how can I be successful? And what he said that day to me has stuck with me all these years. And in fact, I lead, I write, I speak, I work with people based upon the advice he gave me that day. Great relational advice. Here's what he said. He said, John, if you want to be successful, if you really want to connect with people, 3 things. He said, value people, believe in people, and unconditionally love people. Because he said, it's all about the people. He said, you want to believe in people because, to be honest with you, John, most people don't believe in themselves and they're just waiting for somebody to look at them with a little bit of confidence and say, I believe in you. He said, if you really want to connect well with people, you want to value them. And the reason for that, John, is most people don't feel valued. They were maybe valued in their homes and they feel that they've never maybe matched up to somebody's expectations or reached their ideals. And he said, just value that person for who they are, not for what they do, what they bring, but just the fact that they are God's creation. Value people. And then he said the big one is the last one, unconditionally love people, because he said, I can almost promise you, most of the people that ever come to your congregation and your church, they've never been unconditionally loved. They've been loved with conditions. If you do this, I'll love you. And my gosh, if you meet this, we're going to just give you all kind of love. Very few people ever know what it's like to just be loved, period, because they should be loved. Nothing else. He said, John, if you'll do those 3 things, believe in people, value them, and unconditionally love them, he said, you'll just draw people to you. Why? Because he said, it's the craving for people to have those 3 things in their lives. It was the best advice I've ever received. Again, I use it in writing my books, when I speak, when I meet people. It's in me. It's who I am today. It was advice I received as a young person. Now it's advice that I've lived, and so it's who I am. And I just say to you that in this series on relationships now, out of those 3 things my dad taught me, I'm going to give you some great relationship principles. So stay with me for the next 9 lessons. I'm glad you're with me today on Minute with Maxwell.